Welcome back to BJP Lifestyle, guys. I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here and you're not already subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. We have new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. I don't know what just happened there. And of course, check out Shop Lifestyle, get yourself some lifestyle merch. But today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked questions about all the time. I get several questions about this pretty much every day, either in Instagram DMs or here in the comment section on one of my videos. And that is, how much does it cost to own the Jeep? Now, people are asking about miles per gallon, like how much it costs me to insure it, have I had any repairs, any of that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna be breaking down the numbers for you guys. I do pay for everything myself, so I get a lot of comments too that are like, it must be nice to have your parents. Like, I have a 2018 Jeep, it's not that crazy. It's not like I have a Lambo or something, which, like, even if I did, like, it would be earned by me. So just putting that out there, I pay for everything myself, and I bought this car myself, pay for it myself, and yeah, I do my own thing, and that, you know, it is what it is. So let's jump inside and sit down, or maybe actually it's kind of nice out. Let me maybe set up the camera and then we'll talk about it. All right, so there's a lot of different things that I have to break down here, I guess, in a way. I'll show the mileage, or how many miles I have on it now, and then I'll show you how much gas mileage and the different trips and stuff, because obviously it depends, you know, it depends on how I'm driving. So recently, I think right now I have about 15 miles per gallon in the last 50. If you guys saw my last video, I was talking while I drove to Chipotle, and on my way to Chipotle, it's like an awful traffic, like city style driving. It's not a nice type of drive like I normally would be doing if I'm in a place like around here, or if I'm going down like more towards where I like to drive in the different roads where it's more empty, where it's more of a country drive and stuff, kind of like highway driving, I guess, in a way, versus kind of like driving there and it's in the city. So you obviously get worse gas mileage there, but I would say the average is between like 15 to like 17 miles per gallon. I've had higher end, so if I go on like a long trip or I'm on the highway, I could be getting 18, 19, 20 plus. And that's obviously, I still have the stock 20-inch wheels on it. I do have the wheel spacers in the back, which, you know, can throw it off a little bit, but it shouldn't matter too much because I haven't done anything with that. So I don't have the bigger tires, I don't have bigger wheels, anything like that. So if you guys are going to lift it, or you guys are going to be putting some bigger wheels and tires on it, you guys will obviously throw off those numbers and they'll probably go a bit lower. Same things with, like, depends on how you're driving. If you guys have an exhaust on it, you might be getting on it a little bit more. I get on it a lot, actually, which is like, it's kind of not good because I get on it or throw in sport mode and really get on it, and then what happens is I lose gas mileage, obviously, because I'm flooring it, and, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Another thing is, if you guys are using your remote start, so if I go ahead and click on here, I use the remote start on my key all the time, especially when it's cold out, and I'll go ahead and start up my car, and I'll leave it there running for 10, 15 minutes or whatever to warm up while I'm getting ready. And that's obviously gonna hurt your gas mileage as well. But even with doing that, obviously it's been on the lower end, but I've seen the lowest pretty much on mine as 15. So 15 miles per gallon is pretty much the lowest that I'm getting right now. Like I said, usually if I'm like driving normally, I'm gonna be pushing somewhere around, I'd say probably my average is probably like 17 to 18. So like 17 and a half on average. Currently, you know, it could be better, but, you know, the remote start and the way where I've been driving is kind of throwing that off. Now, I also have no suspension or anything done, like I said, so I haven't lifted it, I haven't lowered it. I haven't done anything with that, so when you do those things, it will lower it, or it can actually increase it if you lower the car, which is kind of weird. It's kind of just a situation that varies depending on the actual basis of what you're using and stuff like that. And then another thing that a lot of people ask is as far as the gas mileage, and then I have to go ahead and reply and ask them, which car do you have? Do you have a newer one, like a 2018 that might have the start stop, or an older one that doesn't have it? You know what I mean? There's so many different ones. So what year do you have, first of all, and what engine are you looking to buy? Because if you're going to get the 3.6 liter V6, you're going to get much better gas mileage. You can be pushing those 18, 19, 20 plus. Or if you're getting the Eco Diesel, or whichever one it is, I don't even know if they have that here in the US. Let me know down in the comments section below. I haven't seen any diesel ones too much, at least when I was looking. So let me know down below if they do have those around in the US. But some people have the diesel ones and can be getting like 30 plus miles per gallon or even more, which is kind of crazy to think. That's really good gas mileage. So if you guys are thinking about gas mileage in that situation and you want something bigger, which is kind of my situation, where I went ahead and got the 3.6 liter V6 because I didn't want to kill my gas. At the time I was getting into real estate. I've said it like 800 times on this channel, so I'm sorry if you guys are frequent watchers on the channel and you're tired of hearing me say that, but that's why I went with the 3.6 liter V6, is because the gas mileage and driving around and all that kind of stuff was really important to me at the time. Now that I'm like kind of not really doing that anymore and it's not a big deal to me, I'm not worrying about it too much, and, you know, gas mileage isn't what I'm concerned about, and that's why I'd be upgrading to the SRT. So if you guys are looking and you're concerned about gas mileage, don't get an SRT. Maybe probably stay away from the 5.7 liter Hemi. You're probably going to want to get the V6 or the diesel, depending on which which one you can get. But gas mileage is obviously going to depend, like I said. There's so many different factors that come into it. I'd say on average with the 3.6, you're in between like 15 and 20. That's like your average. If you guys are going on longer trips on the highway, you'll probably be pushing closer to that 20 plus kind of area. Where if you're driving in city and you're driving in traffic, you're going to be pushing closer to like 15, maybe even 14. And then modifications after that can bring that down or up. But, you know, for the most part, it varies depending on what you're doing. Now, the next question I have to pull up here on my phone. A lot of people ask me how much I'm paying for insurance. So let me just make sure there's nothing that's going to be shown here. So I'm 23 years old, so obviously my insurance is higher than most people, but I actually find that I have a really, really good insurance rate compared to a lot of people. So this is a 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude, so it's like baseline pretty much. So it's not like a SRT or something where obviously I'd be paying more. I have gotten quoted on that, and it's not a ridiculous amount more. But when I get the SRT, I will talk about that and let you guys know how much I'm paying for insurance then. I use a company called High Road. I don't even know where they are. It's like an Allstate brand, but basically they track you on your phone, and they track your driving. So if you guys are one of those people that are not a good driver, or you're doing a lot of things you shouldn't, then it might not be the best for you. I don't know how it works as far as if it's everywhere or like what the requirements are to get it. I'll put a link down below or something, or you guys can look it up, see if it's available near you. Basically, I have a max bill and then a minimum bill. I think a lot of companies are doing this now. Usually it's like a plug-in thing, I think, with most, but this one's just on my phone. It's just an app. So this car is obviously, I have a loan on it, so I don't own it like outright. I didn't pay cash, which I wouldn't ever do anyway, but if I did, then obviously this would be probably even lower. But since it does have a loan on it, I'm required to have full coverage insurance, so that means it's going to cost me even more. But this is actually kind of crazy. This month I haven't been doing too much. I haven't been driving around, going too far, or driving too consistently, so it goes up and down depending on how much you're driving and the things that you're doing when you're driving. So it's kind of crazy to say, but my insurance bill this month, because I get billed in like 2 days, hopefully I can get it to focus for you. My insurance bill is going to be $131.49. When you guys were 23, or if you guys are 23 right now, or 25 or whatever, what is your insurance bill? Because I bet you that you're paying more for something that's not as new and kind of expensive, or like on a loan with full coverage and stuff like that. $131 this month is ridiculous. Usually it's between 140 and 145, let's say 150. So say like 145 a month is usually what I pay. This month's a little bit different because I obviously haven't been doing much. So the funniest part is, before I got this car, before I got my truck, I had a 2004 or 2005 Hyundai Elantra. Just like a super hoopty. I paid $300 for it. Flat out cracked windshield. Like, it was awful. It was an absolute piece. Yeah, it was an absolute piece. It was not a good car. I paid $300 for it, and I was paying close to $300 a month on insurance on that. And I didn't pay obviously a loan on it or anything. I didn't have full coverage, and I was paying that much. And that was when I was like 18, 19, something like that. Which even still, is like, that's ridiculous to be paying that much, and then to go to 130 for this. That's crazy. And once I hit 25, it's supposed to go down a lot more. So maybe I'll be paying like $70 a month in like a year, which would be ridiculous. Wait, a year? Yeah, like a year. That would be crazy. But yeah, so like overall, my monthly bills on this car, obviously I have an expensive car note on it, which is, you know, it is what it is. Currently with the YouTube stuff, I will say that it is profitable. I am making money off of YouTube. There are ads on my videos that's monetized. I'm 100% straightforward. You guys help me out by buying stuff on Shop Lifestyle as well, getting yourself some lifestyle merch. All this different stuff is really just helping out and paying the bills, and you know what I mean, it pays for the car. It's really cool because I'm able to actually, you know, pay for the car with the money that I make from YouTube. So then that's kind of just, the car is a business expense in a way, and yeah, it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, my car note is $470. That is with a 100,000 mile warranty on top of the factory warranty. Just because I always worry about things breaking. On my truck, my fuel pump went, and that was awful. I had to go and get that fixed, and it was like $1,200 out of pocket. You know, in the long run, I guess it is what it is, but I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it and need it, and it's like $10 or $15 a month or something like that, which, you know what I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So $470 plus the $140. So I'm at around $600 with this, and the last thing that I didn't really add in there is gas. So that obviously depends on how much I'm driving. So like if I'm doing a lot of driving videos, if I'm driving around a lot, doing different things, going longer distances, going to do stuff, and I'm pretty active, which as it's getting nicer out, I'm sure I will be. That's where I'll start to add up a little bit more. I want to say like $30 gets me like a half a tank or so, so it's really not that bad, even though the gas prices are kind of fluctuating right now, going up and stuff, but it's not too big of a deal. I mean, who looks at the gas prices, I guess, really, anyway. I go fill up. don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't use too much gas. The gas mileage is decent. Like I said, I had a truck before where I was getting 10, 11 miles per gallon on a good day. So going to this, you know, 15, 16, 17 is fantastic. And if I want to take it on a long trip, it's even better. So yeah, those are pretty much the expenses of how much it costs to own a Jeep Grand Cherokee, or at least to own my Jeep Grand Cherokee, is roughly $600 and something a month. So say $700 if you're including gas, which that's a lot of gas. I don't think most people, maybe, I guess if you're driving to work every day. I work for myself, so I don't really have to go to work. I just wake up and I'm at work. So if you did enjoy this video, you got any information from it, make sure you smash that like button down below. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, help this video get out to more people, and of course help the channel grow and become what it's going to become in the next few years. Make sure you guys do that so you can be a part of it when I have 1 million subs. In a few years, you guys can be like, oh my god, I've been subbed since he had 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 is a huge number right now, but when I have 1 million, it's going to be so small, and you guys want to be one of those. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. And of course, check out Shop Lifestyle, get yourself some lifestyle merch. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.